Good morning, everybody. This is Anna Khayos for another Anna Khayos Fitness. Today is October 11th, 2016. And oh boy, this hurricane finally jolted the crap out of the winter up here. It went from the mornings being barely 60 degrees, actually in the higher 60s, to suddenly 40. So it's like, oh my God. So I'm having such a hard time getting up in the morning. Not only because I'm originally from the tropics who grew up half of her life in Florida and I'm not used to this cold, but also the fact that I just lost a lot of insulation and my body is still trying to deal with the shock of not having the insulation in this bitter, bitter, bitter cold. So this morning it was kind of a rough start, not just because, I had a hard time getting out of the bed, but I made it to the gym and it was closed. I know. What a heartbreaking story. So I went home and I just worked out at home. So that was the end of that. But yeah, that's kind of a crummy way to start your day. But at the same time, I understood the state of North Carolina is still in state of emergency. Even right now, they're still watching out for one of the dams that I believe is having some structural damage and warning people to evacuate because it rained that much. It rained about 15 inches in 24 hours, if I understand correctly. And for this area, that is a lot. And there's a lot of infrastructure here that has not been able to keep up with the growing population. So yeah, it's a little scary. I am very fortunate, like I said before, that I came out unscathed on this hurricane. I only had one shingle that blew off and just basic debris from the trees behind me. So I feel very, 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 very lucky. Like some of my friends and colleagues that they had their house flooded. So probably, I've already helped out a friend yesterday that she needed water and we couldn't find it anywhere, and I managed to find some for her. And then I have, I'm pretty much just kind of standing by to see if anybody else needs help getting their house together. I'm willing to come out. I mean, that kind of sucks as a shitty situation. So, I understand. That's terrible. But other than that, everything's going well. I'm counting down to the main thing. Looking forward to counting down to hopefully meeting up with a trainer to set into his class this week and then hopefully start with him next week. I had a couple friends stop by and, they looked at me, they're like, yeah, you gotten pudgy. It's like, I know I gotten pudgy. But you know what? Like I said, I'm feeling so much better. I'm not stressed out. A lot of the stress has gone away with the job transition and some of the life changes. So I went from having a roommate to having no roommate. I finally got motivated enough to start putting my house back together from when my roommate left. He left a big hole in my heart because, he's my friend, but, I know he's in school right now. However, it took me 2 months and I'm finally getting the house so it fits my needs and only my needs, which has been great. So I got my motivation back on there. I have my weight that I've been tracking down on the wall. I got my little mini gym area, so I'm pretty ecstatic. And I'm also setting up an art studio in the back so I can go back and start doing my art stuff now that I have the space and I'm downsizing and throwing stuff out. So it's been absolutely great. So the 4 days of being stranded at the house did me some good and got my butt really going, especially since I'm making a list and I'm checking all these things off little by little, doing the house repairs and getting my work area set up. So I'm feeling really stoked and excited. So now that I'm getting a little bit of freelancing coming in, I have my work area, and then if I want to work out, I have my gym area, and I also have my room, and then I have a storage area. So yeah, I got a big house by myself, but I was also sharing it with another person. So so it's been kind of nice, and I think I like this arrangement for a little while. I don't want to have any more roommates in the future, and I'm okay with that. For most part, everything's okay. Everything's going really good. Nothing to report. Like I said, it's been very stress-free. Yesterday was my first day where I pretty much started reverting back to the way that I eat. I didn't eat out at all. The worst thing, I didn't even have a beer last night, which is great. I slept naturally. So I'm making sure that my body is resetting, and my sleep last night was solid. So it's great. So my sleep is back on track. My leg is healing up. I'm still working out and I'm maintaining, and yes, I'm a little heavier than what I want to be, but at least I haven't exploded, which has been awesome. And I started eating my food again and not eating out and making excuses why it's okay for me to eat crappy food. So it's a start. And again, right now I see this as my down period because I'm making sure my body gets time to recover. I did have a good friend tell me that, I showed him my stomach and he remembers when I got my my tummy done, because he was there with me when I had my surgery, and a couple months later, and he's like, your stomach is finally looking normal. It doesn't look bloated. It looks like it's normal, and now you need to just define. So that to me means a lot, because he's seen me throughout the year of me healing, and to hear that from him, even though, he was really honest and told me that I look a little pudgy, I'm like, you know what? People like him, I don't care. His opinion is important to me, and I appreciate his honesty. And it's not like he's been an asshole. He's just, giving me the feedback that I need to hear, which is true. I got pudgy, but my body's fully healed. I don't look like I'm swollen anymore, and that is awesome. So this morning I went ahead, because obviously there was no gym. I just kept it very casual, because unfortunately I lost 20 minutes traveling to the gym and back. So I only did the 20 minutes on the bicycle and 20 minutes of elliptical. So that was fantastic. Oh, excuse me. I guess I'm still a little sleepy. And then this afternoon, if I have the strength up to see my chiropractor, I'm going to probably do another 20 minutes on the bike. So I'm probably going to start doing my double workouts again, just to kind of get my body revved up, and then really start tracking my food, which I've been doing now for a few days. And I'm really, even though I've been bad, I've been tracking it as best as I can. And my kitchen is literally almost out of anything bad. I have one jar of candy that my friend left me, and it's a jar. So I shoved that in the back, out of sight, out of mind. I'll probably use that candy for Halloween, or I'll bring it into the office so my coworkers can enjoy it, because I really don't want it in my house. And then I'm almost done cleaning out my drawer at the office, which is great. I have a treat drawer that I use when I'm mentoring people. Because sometimes we go for hours and they don't get a break to go out and eat. So I have a couple snacks for them, and I'm almost done clearing that out, because I'm currently not doing that at the moment. And then I'm also done with the fridge. I think I got like 3 beers left and 1 Oreo ice cream pop that my friend bought when she was staying with me. We just had fun, so whatever. So that is pretty good. If that's all that I have left in my house, that is really good. I don't keep chips. I don't keep any other stuff. And so I'm really just gearing up for next week, when I meet up hopefully with this trainer and get started, and he starts putting me on a very rigid diet. So this way I don't feel like I'm grabbing all these foods and then just completely chucking them away. I'm enjoying them, and just be done with them, and that'll be it. So yep, so we'll see how it goes. I'm really looking forward to next week, and hopefully getting all that done. Everything else in my life is falling into place and is going my way, which I'm really happy. Like I said, the job situation thing was settled down. I'm still waiting to, on the reserve stuff, because it's a lot of paperwork. Anybody who's done anything, they know it takes a lot of time. So right now I'm just, doing a lot of paperwork and all that fun stuff. So, but other than that, everything's good. I cannot complain, and I look forward to start hopefully filming myself and showing you guys my process, as I hopefully can finally transform my body to its true potential. Because I got close. My goal was 160. I made it to 161, and unfortunately I ballooned to 178, but I was doing a lot of traveling, and my body needed a rest, and I was injured. So not an excuse, just facts, okay? Not an excuse, just facts. I know, and it bothers me, and it's not in the back of my head. So I gained about 20 pounds. So my ultimate goal to see if I can do it is 130 pounds. That number is important to me. I don't really want to discuss the reasons why, because it seems kind of silly, but it's important for me to reach 130 pounds. I want to see if I can do it. Everybody keeps telling me that I'm not as big as I think I am. I know bone structure wise, I'm bigger than most women. I'm a little broader, at least on the upper half. I don't have an ass. I'm hoping that these elliptical and these exercises is helping me build out my glutes. I'm a Latin woman that has no ass. You know how horrible that is? I already got my Latin card revoked because I'm allergic to coffee. I don't eat a lot of fried foods. I cannot dance. I listen to death metal. I got way too much education. I have no children. Yeah, I'm considered probably the super black sheep of my entire ethnicity and community. But, I'm just that weirdo. But that's okay. It's okay to be weird. Captain America. But other than that, that's all I have to report for today. And like I said, I'm trying to do my best. I was looking forward to recording today of me working out, but unfortunately that didn't happen due to circumstances. I'll do my best to do that tomorrow. And also don't forget to check out, I've been posting some of my product reviews again. I've been keeping an eye for really cool stuff to review. And I think that's all I got. Yeah, that's all I got. Anyway, this has been Anna Cass. Don't forget to check me out on Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram, bodybuilder.com, Fitbit, and my Fitness Pal. And check out my GoFundMe. If you cannot donate towards my cost, at least share my story. Anyway, you guys rock, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.